One of the maximum deranged elements of the Biden management has been its pushing of radical transgender ideology inside the scientific field. Before we continue, you are welcome to Wise BJ1 TV channel. Well beyond simply letting human beings do what they want, the president and his handlers have sought to pressure medical doctors to partake in sports that violate their precept to do no damage. That consists of being compelled to prescribe puberty blockers and hormone blockers to the ones who have no scientific want for them, in addition to having to refer sufferers for gender-affirming surgical procedures that completely damage them. Thankfully, in a blow to the transgender lobby, the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Texas has dominated that Biden's edict on the one's topics isn't lawful. Last night, America First Legal, AFL, secured a big victory for its customers and for medical doctors throughout the USA, whilst the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Texas issued a selection putting forward that the Biden administration's edict requiring medical doctors to offer transgender scientific services, which includes requiring medical doctors to prescribe puberty blockers, hormone therapy for children, and referrals for surgical procedures that bring about castration, sterilization and genital mutilation is illegal. Section 1557 of the Affordable Care Act, ACA, prohibits discrimination in fitness applications that get hold of federal funding on the premise of sex. The Biden administration unilaterally determined, primarily based totally on a textual analyzing of the statute and a misinterpretation of the Supreme Court's election in Bostock, that segment 1557 of the ACA additionally prohibited discrimination on the premise of sexual orientation and discrimination on the premise of gender identity in practice. The Biden administration deliberate to apply its interpretation to pressure medical doctors to offer hospital treatment in opposition to their first-class scientific judgment or face the lack of get admission to any scientific plans that get hold of federal funding that is even in problem, has been one of the stunning elements of the ultimate decade. Doctors have to now no longer be compelled to damage human beings simply due to the fact they're delusional, sufficient to suppose it's necessary. Unfortunately, the scientific establishment, stocked with left-wing ideologues, has rearranged requirements and performed the function of authority in suggesting that now no longer transitioning a person is risky. Of course, there's no information to again that up, and as plenty as suicide charges are added up, there is little proof that pumping children complete of hormones and slicing their frame elements off by hook or by crook lowers the suicide rate. Again, it's stunning that we're even having an issue over this. What the Biden management did became take a provision inside the Affordable Care Act that announces you can't discriminate primarily based totally on sex, twisting it into thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe. God bless.